Happy anniversary, Dragalia! Crazy to think it's been 3 years already. How's it going, YouTube? It's me, and today I'm doing something a little different for a change. I'm on microphone, and I've really just wanted to talk about Dragalia, you know? What the game has meant to me. It's been 3 crazy years, and let's break it down, why don't we? I have been playing this game since it launched. I remember seeing trailers, seeing all the initial hype for the game, and just thinking, yeah, it kinda exists, but then, like, 2 days before it launched, I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna see what this Dragalia Lost is all about, and the rest was history. I've loved this game since day one. It's been basically the only gacha that I've stuck to throughout the years. Like, I used to play Fire Emblem Heroes. I hate Fire Emblem Heroes now. I've tried other things. Like, I've tried World Flipper, I've tried Pokemon Masters. Nothing has clicked with me the same way that Dragalia Lost has. I don't know if it was the characters, the gameplay, but day one, I just knew, man, this game's a lot of fun. And here I am, 3 years later, making videos for the damn game, and still enjoying it. That's not to say, though, that it didn't start off with its rough patches. Boy, howdy, can I not tell you how much I loathed getting 5-star prints over other items. Like, the very first banner that happened, I only pulled prints. My first 5-star in the game was a Valiant Crown print, followed shortly thereafter by Give Me Your Wounded. And I slightly remember that I believe that Levin's Champion was on that banner, and I pulled that as well. It may not have been that, but I genuinely remember pulling an additional 5-star print on that banner. And it's just like, man, 3 5-star prints, that's cool and all. Then the next banner, I kept just getting more and more prints. I didn't get my first 5-star dragon until, I want to say, Poseidon or Cupid. Because I think it might have been Cupid. Oh, and it was on the debut banner. I got Cupid, like, I cannot physically remember. All I know is that my first 3 5-star dragons were as followed. I got Cupid, I got Poseidon, I got Merishton, whatever. And it was just freaking painful, you know, just keep getting print. I didn't get a 5-star adventurer until February 12th of 2019, almost 5 months after the game had launched. I pulled Lily, and god damn it, it was the most exciting day, because it was just like, oh my god, it's been 5 months. Like, you know, we got our free adventure tickets, so I had like Nefaria, I had Mikoto, but I didn't summon them. Those were given to me. I lost my fucking mind when I got Lily. It's just like, oh my god, the curse is lifted. I got a 5-star adventure. Shortly then after, I got Valentine's Hildegard, and it just kept getting better. Then immediately after, Prince finally got taken out of the summon pool, and life has been pretty good since. So clearly, the first thing to do after summoning my first 5-star adventurer was break into endgame. So I took Lily, and I built her up, and then she became my little champion. But this was early Hybrid Noda, where some of the strats, some of the luxuries we know nowadays were not a thing. One of the earliest metas had Lily using Poseidon because she was so frail that she needed the extra 30% health that Poseidon gave at the time if she wanted to use a 5-star weapon. So my earliest example endgame content was me using a health strength dragon on Lily just to survive the check. And it was weeks and weeks of attempts because at the time I didn't have Poseidon mubbed, and it was a much slower process getting my newer dragons mubbed because, you know, you only had to use Sunstones. Yes, I used Sunstones on Poseidon, and I have no regrets. The guy got me a lot of mileage. And slowly but surely I got better at the fight, and when I finally got Poseidon maxed out, I finally did it, and my first endgame content was cleared with freaking Lily, my first 5-star adventurer. I didn't start making content for Dragalia YouTube until approximately the release of Ayaha and Otaha, but it wasn't because the fight, it's just at the time, that's when Karina got her spiral, so me being the big fan of Karina I am, I jumped the gun and edited a little video together. And from there, each subsequent Fright release, I would edit something new, and it just started to grow less of a hobby and more into a passion. Something I got to give back to a community that I fell in love with. My design philosophy when it comes to making my videos was always, it's never about the gameplay. Anybody can take the gameplay footage that I have made and do what I'm doing. I've always thought that if I want to bring people in, I gotta be unique. That is why I always have had intros, little bits to my videos, just little jokes that are edited together as a bit of an intro, something to make the viewer laugh and just hopefully draw them in to watch my video. Every time that it comes to making a video, I tell myself that approximately 75% of the work is coming up for the jokes to these intros and then editing together in a cohesive way. Like some of my favorite ones, like I really love the one I did for Leia's Spiral. I really love the most recent one, Kirsty's Spiral, because just the dumb gag where she's looking up at the billboard of Leia. I used to suck until I got my spiral, and it's just bits like those are just the most fun thing that comes together when it comes to making those videos. One thing that I have gotten to appreciate because of my video making is being a part of a community. I have never felt as involved with a video game community as I have with Dragalia Lost. Like I said, I used to make stuff for Fire Emblem Heroes, but I never got involved with the community as much as I have. When it comes to all the new people I have met, all the people who've helped me, my Discord server, just people I get to talk to on a regular basis and interact with, some of the amazing people I've met along the way, it makes it all the more worth it, and it makes me feel like this community actually cares for each other. The one thing that I absolutely love about this community, I'm the Karina sim to them, and it's such a funny stigma that has followed me to my name. Like, yeah, I'm the guy who's paid a ton of money for art commission of Karina. I show up on a lot of things, and I do a lot of content with Karina, and I gotta say, honestly, it feels funny to have something like that in the community, be known for something like that, so stupid. I have actually had Karina since day one. I didn't get her on the free 4-star summon. I actually got her on my first 10 floor. I recall this. It was a bare minimum, you know. 9 3-stars, and then boom, her. This pirate, and she just like, wow, who is she? She looks so pretty. And from there, it's just, I've always had her, and I've always loved using her in random content. Like, I remember, like, early on, she was a very mediocre, you know, underutilized, whatever. Like, I remember when Time Attack came, and seeing her on the top times for Hyper and Hilda, and it's just like, hey look, it's Karina, people are using her. And then her Spiral happened, and then she became one of the best units in the game, and the absolute ruler of cheesing content. It felt nice for a change to have her be such a powerful force, even though it kind of gave her a negative stigma. But that is where Opera Karina came in. I remember when she got revealed, and I got a bunch of notifications like, dude, Karina, dude, you're the Karina sim, like, wow. And I'm like, oh my god, it was a whole event literally dedicated to Karina, and it was, thank Okada for that. And in came a new unit who wasn't nearly as good as her main alt, but it was my favorite character, so obviously I had to use her. So when Legend Agito came around, I did something crazy. I want to say that I'm either the only one in the world who has cleared Legend Agito co-op as her, at least the only recorded version. Like, I have not seen a screenshot, a video, none of that for her. And I want to believe that I was one of the first people in the world to do it, because I didn't follow any strategies. Me and my friends, we just kept coming up with ideas to how we could make it work. And I remember I had several cases where I just thought, this is impossible, why am I even trying? But no, I did it, and it's one of my proudest achievements in this game. And it's something I hold in such high regard as just, my god, me and my friends got so excited when we finally cleared. Like, my hands were shaking, my heart was racing. just being able to say that I did this, and it was such a magical feeling. One final topic I want to touch up on is just thanking some random folks out there in the community. Just some important people in the life I have in the community. Just people who have helped me out, or people that are just an absolute joy to talk with. One of the first ones I wanted to go over was Enkrita. He's one of the people that helped build the Discord community that we have. And he's also the guy who makes all of my thumbnails. You might have seen them. And he does such amazing work for what he does. It's a constant quality, and just each and every time I'm blown away by his work. Thank you so much for what you do, buddy. Next up, I want to just shout out the Discord community itself. It's this little slice of community that we've just built up. It's not entirely my doing that this community exists. It's through the help of many people, but it's just nice to have a specific corner of the community to always be able to fall back on, to have topics and discussions with, and it's something I get to wake up and just do every day, and it's something I'm extremely thankful for. I want to thank some of my YouTube buddies like Quisalia and Zappy. You guys are an absolute joy to speak to when it comes to just a bunch of random topics, like throwing out YouTube ideas or just cracking random jokes with you guys. Just bouncing off these conversations, I feel like it's helped my videos, and it's helped just me overall. And of course, a big shout out to all the artists that I've commissioned over the years. You guys are amazing people who have drawn some amazing things for me, and I'm glad to have been able to support you guys, and hope to continue to support you through the years. And that's about all I have to say today. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird little reflection of mine as I go into a bunch of random topics and ramble on for quite some time. And I gotta know, what's your thoughts about Dragalia? What has the game done for you? How do you feel now that we've come up to 3 years? Other than that, thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.